So this is going to be how to clean your charging port and speakers just as good as the Apple Store or any third-party repair shop. First, if you have an old toothbrush that you're about ready to retire, go ahead and grab it and then brush the bottom of your phone. Please don't brush your teeth with it after. If you don't have an old toothbrush, don't worry, it's not mandatory. This is the only thing that I'd recommend buying if you don't have though. You are going to need tweezers. And these tweezers, you can find them for $5 to $10. They're technically called mechanics tweezers, but I think if you go to Target, any thin tweezers will do the trick. It's worth investing in so that you can clean all your devices anytime you want. This phone has a Type-C charging port. I specifically chose something with the Type-C for this video because cleaning Lightning is actually easier than cleaning Type-C. With Type-C, you want to be very careful not to damage that little middle charging piece. So try not to bend it. If you're touching it, you will feel it kind of bend a little bit. You definitely don't want to bend it too much because it can snap. It's not super complicated and it is very durable, especially on iPhones. But if you're feeling it move, you want to stop. Now, the dirt tends to get stuck in the corners. So the trick is to kind of flip the phone like I'm doing and get the dirt out of the corners because it starts on the bottom and the top, but then it ends up around the edges. And if it's stuck in the edges, it's still not going to clean correctly. And you sometimes can't even see the dirt on the edges. You also ideally want some good lighting. So I would try to put the phone right under a light so that you can see all the dirt inside. Also, sometimes the dirt gets stuck on like the actual pins. In those cases, you want to very lightly scratch the dirt off of the pins. I've seen where the phone's completely clean and it's still not charging, but it's just because the dirt has actually coated the actual pins. So that's more or less how to clean the charging port. Now we're going to clean the mic and the speakers. For the mic and the speakers, you want to be very careful not to pierce the mesh. So the mesh is pretty thin and it's pretty delicate. So you don't want to go head on. So what I do is I go at a kind of angle and I go in a circular motion to slowly get the dirt to just come out. If you go straight forward, I've noticed that you do pierce the mesh. But if you go in this circular motion like this, the dirt comes out and you don't have to risk damaging the mesh piece. The two little holes right next to the charging port entry are actually screws. So don't worry about those too much. Another helpful thing if you have is 99% rubbing alcohol. I put it on a microfiber cloth before I even start and I wipe down the speakers and the mics. It makes the dirt easier to come out and it comes out almost in like one big clump. You can brush it one last time and that's more or less how to clean the mics, speakers, and charging port like a pro. We also use these compressed air machines, but they're not necessary, but we do use them at the shop. And that's how to clean it.